Hey, what's up YouTube? My name's Eric. Just give you a little background on myself. I'm in the military. Part of my job takes me to a bunch of remote places where I'm really off the grid, off the beaten path type of deals, and I wanted something that could stay with me and that could sustain my life if need be, just in case, we get comms are down, vehicles are down, there's no way to go, just be able to start a fire. That was the original concept of this whole thing, and it kind of progressed into basically what I carry on a day-to-day basis when I go out into the field. And this is basically it. First off, you've got a ACU pattern pouch. I'm not a big fan of the ACU. I currently don't really use the ACU pattern too much. I'm not a big fan of it. But what I did like when I did find this case is the MOLLE system. The MOLLE system on this case is actually really, really nice. It's very versatile, and that's really why I got it, and it's more of a template for a case that I'd be running in OD green or something like that later. I do like it because you got the options of going with a belt loop and using these attachments right here as a belt system, which is pretty cool, or you can use the traditional MOLLE strap. So I can use it when I'm out in the field, or use it if I decide to go hiking, something like that, and run it just normally on a belt rig. So that's really what I liked about this case. Okay, but something I actually have run a lot is this case here. It is a plastic waterproof case. I've used this in the rain. I've used it on a couple different occasions when it was just pouring down rain, and it works fairly well. It's not airtight, but it'll definitely keep your stuff pretty dry. Alright, this is the case that I'm running out of. It's an Altoid style case. So basically think of an Altoids can, and this is just basically a blank template of that. This carries all my survival stuff. Alright, and this is the case, and it's called the SSK or Supreme Survival Kit. And that's what I'm showing you guys right now. See, I like redundancy. Military likes redundancy. The first pouch that we have is designed to keep is water repellent. The second case we have is advertised as waterproof. This case would be water repellent, be able to take off most water in a raining situation, something like that. But just in case that doesn't hold, I'm going to go with a nice little plastic pouch to keep all my stuff dry in. Okay, first thing we're running in this kit is a wet fire tinder. Basically, I'm a big fan of the wet fire. It's by Ultimate Survival Technologies. You can check them out at ultimatesurvival.com, but they are really good. These things will burn in water, and they will burn, basically. So they're really great fire tinder, and I like using them. So I always keep one in my kit in the SSK. Okay, another thing that I keep in the SSK is matches. These are not the ones that I'm going to ultimately run with. I have a couple waterproof matches and windproof matches in the mail, and those are going to be put in the kits. So this is 4 count, and that's what you're going to get if you order one of the kits. You're going to get a 4 count. Here we go. There's a match striker. The match striker can be placed anywhere you want. You can put it actually in the lid of the kit if you would like to. In the bottom of the kit, all you got to do is glue it, and you can put it wherever the heck you want to put it. And that's pretty much added at your convenience, so you can customize it. I really think survival technology is all about customization and making it comfortable to you, just like a rig going out into the field. Some people like their things put out different ways, and their MOLLE vests, things like that. Here is something really cool. This is a Stream Light Nano Light. Okay, It's very small, single LED, 10 lumens, and here you go. Pretty bright for the size. I was actually really surprised the first time I lit this up. And in such a small form factor, this thing is rocking and rolling. This thing is bright. Okay, another thing that I run out of this kit is a 20 millimeter compass. And I've actually tested this against larger compasses, and it works fairly well. I really like it. It's a liquid-filled compass. It's pretty good. Another thing that I do like out of this kit is the choice of knife that I did use in here is a CRKT. Some people call it Cricket, although I just know it as Columbia River Knife and Tool. This is actually a pretty decent knife here. It comes with a little Kydex sheath, plastic sheath. It's got your knife. It's a skeletonized knife, so what I can do is I can use 550 cord, wrap it around a stick or something, and I got myself a spear. But what's currently wrapped around the actual knife is a 167-pound nylon rope, which I use as snares. They're very good, very handy, very strong. They can also double as thread if you get a big gauge needle, something that can get put through there, and this stuff is not going to rip. This is going to be a lot better than using traditional, thread. It's pretty good. You can repair a tent with it. You can repair a poncho if your poncho breaks, something like that. Really good stuff here. Another thing that I have is chlorine tablets or water purification tablets. I got 2 of these. Package says that they're DOD, but I've never come across them and used them my whole time at the DOD. But I have decided to put them in the case, and they work pretty well. They say that they can actually clear up the water a little bit, and I haven't had any problems running with this kit with these, and they're pretty good. But the kit contains 2, and that should be good for about 2 liters of water. Another thing that we run out of this kit is you got fishing hooks. Okay, little fishing kit. You got 2 different size hooks and 2 different size weights and a bobber or a floater. Really good stuff, but this stuff's useless without a fishing line. I've got a 12-pound test fishing line wrapped around this fire steel. Fire steel, in my opinion, makes some of the best fire technology that's out there for survival. They burn at about 5,500 degrees in the upper end per strike. I also have the fire steel fire starter here, which is basically a striker just to get your actual fire steel going. The whole concept, put it at a 45-degree angle and go to town on it, and you get a really nice hot flame. The striker that I have actually is wrapped in 550 cord. I wouldn't actually use it with the 550 cord wrapped on it, but it's more of a lashing for the Columbia River Knife and Tool knife. So basically need to make a spear. I got my set of 550 cord already here so that I can use my snare wire to do what it's designed to do, use snares. But all in all, everything fits into this little tin. It's really good. A lot of people say that you can use these tins for carrying water or cooking in. I really wouldn't recommend it. You're not going to get a whole lot of water out of that, and by the time it finishes boiling off, you're going to have evaporated most of the water. So I guess if you're in a last-ditch scenario, you could use it for that, but I honestly, I wouldn't recommend using it for that. But it's something you can use. I like being honest with people, and personally, if it's a last-ditch effort, I might, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, but that's pretty much the kit I run. I hope everybody thought it's pretty informative and pretty awesome, because I know I think it's pretty cool. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks, YouTube.